All right, we are live. We are live. We are live. Hanging with the Dreamer is live. Hanging with the Dreamer is wild. We are wired. We are going. Please, everybody, give a round of applause for my most special guest today, Riot, the Witness from Houston, Texas. All right, man. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Hanging with the Dreamer, man.
Thank you, man.
What's up,
Thanks.
buddy?
Cool, man. Cool. So while everybody's filing in, I see somebody's watching right now. Who's ever watching, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, smash that notification so you don't miss out on any of the great shows coming up that I have scheduled for the rest of the year. I am very excited. I am pumped. It's going to be magnificent. This is going to be a magnificent year for Hanging with the Dreamer. And there's a couple very special shout outs I just want to throw out there real quick. The first, Lincoln, the first shout out, most importantly of all, is El Puerto Records in Germany, Matt Bischoff. I'm looking forward to Garage Days. I'm looking forward to everybody scheduled for the rest of the year. I am looking forward to Post Profit. I am looking forward to everyone who is kind enough and gracious enough to come on the show. My wife, Cindy, baby, I love you. I couldn't do it without you. I also want to give a quick shout out to my brother from another mother, J Lamb's Remy, Circus of Dark Radio, Circus of Dark Modeling, Circus of Dark News, Modeling News Magazine. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for believing in myself and my vision of Hanging with the Dreamer. I want to give a big shout out to Essential Guitarist on Facebook, Bill Eagleston. Thank you, man. And I also want to give one last quick shout out to Jason Green, uh, a, a creator, a show creator in Las Vegas. He taught me a lot. Thank you, you guys. Riot the Witness, would everybody like to introduce yourselves and tell the world what you do?
My name is Slade, and I play guitar and Riot the Witness.
My name's Matt. I rap and write the Witness. That's about it.
Hey, Matt. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, John.
Oh, his audio is not coming through.
Yeah, we can't hear your audio, but John plays bass. Can you hear
Yeah, we
us,
got
Lincoln?
John on bass.
Yeah.
Lincoln plays drums, and Jeremy is the lead vocalist.
Cool, man. Well, welcome you guys. Tell the world all about Riot the Witness. What started you guys realizing that you could do this, that you could play, that you could form a band, that you could create a musical vision. What was the key elements in the inspiration during the creation of Riot the Witness?
Well, when the band started, I was already working with Matt and Jeremy on separate projects. I played rock bands before and toured and all that. And I thought, well, for me, I was taking a break and I was just going to produce. So I was writing hip hop with Matt. I was writing pop with Jeremy. And then both of the guys were like, hey, let's do a rock project together. And I was like, I'm not real sure about rap and pop. And so I said, and they kept asking me. So I said, okay, well, let's just get together and let's just write a song on the spot. So we wrote the song called SOS, which you have, which is not released on the EP. So we just wrote an entire song right there. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, man. So I just started writing music. So all the music that you hear, I write everything and play everything. Um, and then we got Lincoln in the band, got John to play bass. I've known John for a long time. Uh, Lincoln
Guys,
do my
not to chime
line.
in and interrupt real quick, but our internet connection sucks. We love all y'all. Jeremy and Lincoln gonna sign out. Y'all take it on.
All
Love you
right,
guys.
dude. All right,
All
Thanks
man.
for
right, cool.
having us.
We got you, bro.
Be safe, Lincoln. Jeremy.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, so that's kind of how the band kind of got started. I pretty much write all the music. I play all the instruments, and then when we got Lincoln in the band, uh, and then John, they learned the parts, and now they help add to the newer songs that we're writing. But we have 5 songs that are out on the EP. We have another 2 that we sent to you that the pilot and the enemies, and then we have some hip hop, straight hip hop that Matt's on. So what we try to do is not try to be like in other bands. You're either going to be metal or you're going to be this or you're going to be that, and then that's what you are, and it's hard to stem out from that, I feel.
Yeah.
So what we started doing was let's just write music that comes out. So I just write all this cool stuff, and you could hear maybe different influences of all the bands that I like, but it isn't in a box. So having the pop and having the rap and having the rock, we have some songs that got more like a hip hop feel or rage feel. So we got some that are a little more harder. Um, so it gives us a lot more expansiveness, so we can write whatever we want to write from this point on, and not be, um, you know, just in that box of being metal or rock or alternative rock or whatever. So we just call it a hybrid. So we're basically just a hybrid of musicians that are just writing. And as you can see, like I'm in the studio right now, so we do everything ourselves, and then we can just
Yeah,
sit and no
Slade writes all the music parts, all that stuff, and then I've been rapping for like 17 years, so I come in and do my rap stuff, I write all that stuff, and then Jeremy will come in and we'll collaborate on some of the lyrics, and then he'll like buffer us. He comes through and smooths out everything that we've done on top of everything else of making all these instruments. And I don't know how he does it. He's a one-man band. So we're all blessed to work with this dude. I don't want him to undersell himself. This dude is the reason why we have a band, why we are doing this at all. A lot of the effort that's being put into this is from this dude here. So Slade's a big he's the common denominator between all of us.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. It's sometimes I think direction of direction of spirit. When you guys Slate comes up with a riff and you guys are listening, you guys start getting ideas, how to contribute to build this freaking massive guitar riff. It takes, I've heard it talked about this musical spirit takes over, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden everything starts
Yeah,
falling in.
I talked to them about that a lot, especially with me writing raps. If you step out of the way yourself, like me personally, that's my process is to get as far away from myself as possible. Meaning, like, don't think about it. Like, don't try to go, okay, I'm going to say this next or this next. You just kind of let it come out. And some people believe that's a muse, that there's something else working your creation, or some people believe that they're pulling from within or whatever your belief is. But yeah, the more you step out of the way of yourself, the better and more pure version of whatever comes out of you seems to be the case. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I write. I always describe it as a faucet. So the creativity,
Yeah.
just open the faucet and just let it pour out. And then when we're writing, I'll write all kinds of parts of songs and things that the parts that I think are good before they can hear it.
mm,
I don't let them hear anything that I don't think is good enough or that sticks out enough that just really is good enough. And then I'll put stuff in the Dropbox and I'll say, hey guys, listen to it. What do you think about this? And then sometimes I'll be like, that one right there, let's work on that thing right there. And then I'll basically start writing. I'll write an intro, a verse, a pre-chorus, and a chorus, and I'll kind of start roughing that stuff out. I'll play all the instruments, get that going, and then when those guys are coming, then I'll write. Then I'll put a whole structure together. Now the structure I put together is not, it's not in stone, so it can be moved around. Things could be shortened, but I try to put it where it feels the flow is good and it feels kind of natural. But as we start getting lyrics in, or sometimes Jeremy may
It
write
can change, right? We change things, you know.
a chorus, and I'll have these really cool guitar things like, hey, and then he'll sing something on the phone, and he'll come over like, okay, let me find those chords. Now let me write something that's cool that goes along with that, and then we have to make sure that it all fits together and flows together. So, there's a process, but having the stuff digitally and being able to throw things in Dropbox and everybody have the process to listen to it is cool, because in other bands we used to go to the practice space, come up with ideas, and have to remember them and get together again. And eventually,
Yeah.
when you get the song together, then you go record it, and then when you actually record it, you're like, oh, this doesn't really work all that well the way we thought it was. So this process seems to it works a lot better for us, I think, because we have a lot of songs right now. I mean, with like 15, 16 songs or something, and which you have them all now.
Well,
So you got the behind the scenes.
I'm I'll say this, and before I get into hiding skeletons, um, just because that one really embraced me, that one really captured me. Um, and I got the chills, I got the bumps and everything. I'm like,
Cool.
okay, yeah, I get it.
Goosebumps broke through the skin. I
Mm-hmm.
I
believe that's a
get it.
lyric.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I've got some links in the chat here. There you go.
Cool,
Every,
cool.
Yeah, this
everybody
is
in the
cool.
chat.
I like what's going on here. You got the whole like CNN ticker going here. I,
Oh,
I dig
thanks,
that.
man.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm digging it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. This stuff is not freaking easy to come up with.
I'm sure,
I'm a guitar player, damn it.
right? That's me too, man. Anytime people, there's rappers out there now. They do it all. They make the beats. They record themselves. They do everything
Yeah.
on an iPad, and I'm like, man, that's just beyond me. I can't invest in that. I'm already too invested in the old school technology of just. I used to write everything, and then just started recently, maybe in the last year, writing in my phone. So I feel like I'm breaking habit even doing that.
Well, everybody in the chat, all the people that are watching right now, if you don't know who I am the dreamer. This is my little time warp called Hanging with the Dreamer, my show, my hangout. My friends come and they hang out with me, and they talk about everything that's important to them, their dreams, their vision. In this case, it's music. Well, I think every week it's music, but I have a feeling that might change. I'll have to tell you guys about that after the show. But please subscribe to please subscribe to this channel and smash that bell notification. Plus, also the you can support the channel. If you like what you hear today, please, it's only going to get better. You can support the channel, and if my phone starts going off during the middle of this show or at any part of this show, and it's my PayPal notifications, I'm going to split that with the band today. So please support this
That's love,
show.
bro. Thanks, sir.
Please support this show. Yep, support the show. Support, buy some merch. Check out the merch store for Hanging with the Dreamer, Guitar Streaming 352, the home of all things dreams related. I update the I update the designs, excuse me, every other week. And now with the new show starting next week, I need to get some more designs out there, I guess. Um, and also check out the featured articles for our good friend Jay Lambs Remy and his magazine, the Circus of Dark Modeling News Magazine. Check it out. Check out edition one. Check out edition two. I am proud to have Hanging with the Dreamer part of that. And in the chat, we have Fruitcake Tony's here. Hey, Will, what's going on, Tony? Say hi to the band. Say hi to Riot the Witness. Let's see
What's
here.
going on,
What's going
everybody?
on?
What's up, Clark?
Clark.
Slade sounds like a dream.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that, man. We
Sounds like a
definitely want to
golden
talk
god when
about
he plays a guitar.
that's I love that, man. That's
Zeus
nice.
with a guitar.
Hey, Sandra Picconi is here. What's up, everybody?
What's going on, Sandra?
Saying hi to Fruitcake
happening?
Tony.
Hey, Fruitcake Tony.
Saying hi to Sandra. Sandra, I was put to a timeout. Really? See ya. All right. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Sandra. Handle your business. Go get him, Sandra. Fruitcake Tony. Every minute it's music. Yeah, that's it. Totally. So while we're waiting for more people to come on in and get comfortable, get plugged in, see what's going on. Let's talk all about hiding skeletons. Who would like to start off with this subject? Because I love it.
Well, that is so that's the second song we recorded. I think it might be.
Yeah, it was one of the first like 5 for sure.
Yeah. Hiding Skeletons, I had this riff that I've been playing for a while and finally put it all together. And we sat down and I just with Jeremy and and we were trying to come up with some ideas. And I said, well, let's give it a theme. I wanted to be about hiding skeletons, and I gave him this. So basically, so I work in 3D animation and visual effects and things. So whenever I play music as well, or do anything, I see visions, right? We were talking earlier about the dreamer, right? So I see the same thing. So what I saw was when the beginning of the song starts, you hear this dial tone, and basically Jeremy's in this. Now you guys will see that or hear this whenever you hear the song. So basically, imagine he's in an old school phone booth, but it's like a hologram, like Princess Leia, like in Star Wars, right? And he's in there, and he's outside in his real self, and he's trying to call himself through the phone booth, but he can't. He's trying to get back from his old self because he's gotten so far away from it because he's been hiding. He's been so devious, and he's been hiding skeletons for so long that he's almost like another person, but he can't get back to his old self. So I imagine doing that at that thing, and then in the phone booth, he like slams down the phone because he can hear it ringing, but they can't connect. And then the entire thing shatters, and all this glass flies into the camera. And then as it flies into the camera, these visions of this past life and these things start to play out in the video. So that was my vision when we first started the whole song. And then usually what I do when I write the song, Jeremy's really good at coming up with some really catchy lyrics, and I help him as a producer on the song to help mold that into a story, right? So that it isn't just catchy, it has a lot of deep substance. Even with Matt's raps, you listen to what he's really talking about, some really deep stuff in there. But that's kind of the synopsis of the whole song. I think a lot of people can kind of relate to some of that devious behavior activity.
Hiding skeletons.
Yeah, I wrote the rap portion about on a different song. You know, all the whole album, majority of it. Maybe there's an exception of like 3 or 4 songs where I wrote stuff on the spot, but a lot of it I had material, and I kind of keep this stockade of material on hand, and I'll go to it every once in a while. But as of lately, I've really enjoyed more the vibe and just I'm able to. It depends on what's going on in life. If I'm really busy in life and I'm able to think about that, then I sit down and write the song there on the spot. But sometimes I have too much going on in the back of my brain just to go there to sit there and bust something out, because it's got to come out quick or there's no point, because I'm not gonna sit there and waste 2 hours of everybody's time. And I generally try to write something in under like 15 minutes, and then if I don't have something by then, I go back, I revert back to this stockade of verses, and that's my process. I mean, I keep that with me, and then he'll refine. Like even on one of our new tracks, he's moved the cadence of the way that I do things, or moved, pitch shifted, or whatever he's got to do to, produce and make things fit the way they fit on a rock song. It's foreign to me a lot of the times, how to go about the delivery on these songs. But I get what the energy is, so I think I'm able to come across my energy and vibe out with them and catch their energy and then match it. Yeah, so we end up knocking out some stuff, and it's pretty fire, and we get it done quick. And if we don't, then we don't really sit there and pace holes in the rug thinking about it. Just we either we shit off the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. If something's not working, we're just go, hey, this part's not really working. Let's try something else. Or if there's a part of the song, the transition isn't there, I'll just work on it until I get it. Like Matt's saying, sometimes when they leave, I'll go back and I'll listen to the song over and over and over and over. My wife's like, God, you listen to that song 100 times, but I'm hearing these things. I'm hearing these other parts. And then sometimes, like we were talking about, in the middle of the night, I'll hear it. And then next morning I'll get up. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go before I get to work. I'll check my emails, and then I'll sit with the song, and then I'll add the part, or I'll fix something, and I'll send it back out and, say, what do you guys think about this?
Yeah.
Well, we got Essential Guitarist. Oh, my phone's getting whited out. Essential Guitarist is leaving a comment on YouTube
Okay, cool.
for you guys, saying,
Good deal.
Hey there. I'm just letting you guys know. That's
Cool.
cool. Thank you, Bill. The well, you're talking about the spirit, and just when things are happening and you're caught up in that beat, you're caught up in that rhythm, you're caught up in that whole vibe. It's the only the only way that I can describe what you guys are talking about for everybody in the chat and everybody watching, and everybody's going to catch this on the replay, is there's a moment in time in the middle of the creation process when time just stands still. Time just stands still. Maybe it's just me, but what do you guys?
No. I get what you mean. Kind of like you can't pay attention to everything else that's going on around you.
Yeah, it just kind of like you just get lost
Kind of,
in the song. I mean, I think that's the thing about music. Music is the only language that's universal, that you can just get lost in the moment, and the part of the writing, sometimes we write things where we'll be recording and Jeremy will do something or whatever, and I'll be like, what would you just do? Let's do that again. Let's find that again, or that thing. It's just that thing. It's that moment. It's that thing that happens. That it happens on the spot because you were in the moment. That's all you're thinking about, is that what you're doing right there. And then, hopefully, the music translates, connect with other people, because we're not trying to be like any other band or trying to be anything. We're just trying to write music and making sure that we're happy with what we're doing. And then every song is like different, has like a different flavor. And it's not just the same one band that has every song sounds similar. I want them to sound cohesive, but I don't want them to sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
So
When y'all
we have a
playing
couple
now,
pre-shows, but they're in Houston. So, I'd love to come to Colorado, of course.
Yeah, if somebody wants to book us out there, man, I've been hearing about Colorado. My daughter is in gymnastics, and she almost ended up out there this year, so I almost went. I've been wanting to go to Colorado. Cool place.
well, I lived in Denver for 3 years at the corner of Colfax and Humboldt, right across the street, catty corner from the Denver Community Hospital.
Mm.
And that was, that was a couple decades back, but I do remember the experience. And Colorado, that's where Red Rocks is.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah. I've seen some shows on TV. That's pretty cool.
Magnificent.
There's some dope acoustics out there.
Yeah.
Nature.
So that's a lot of natural reverb.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There so Riot the Witness, what inspired the name of the band?
So I was on jury duty for a capital murder case.
Okay.
A really heinous murder that was perpetrated back in the 90s, and it was a very high profile thing, and Matt knows about, even though I couldn't tell him about. So I was on this murder trial for 6 weeks, and it was pretty intense. So during the course of it, we had all these songs we were writing, and we were going to actually form the band because we were just writing the song. So I had to come up with a name, and through the course of the jury and the witnesses and all of the defense and the prosecution and the stories and the fact finding or the presentation of non-facts to make you think they are facts.
Yeah.
I saw this chaos between everything, right? So as I'm taking my notes in the jury, I'm very methodical about everything in detail. I started writing these words down that I would pop in my head: chaos, and then everything was a witness. So to witness is a good thing and a bad thing, right? The riot is basically the chaos, and it didn't come from. And then just ironically, recently with all the riots that have been going on and the politics and stuff, you just see all that chaos, but the witness bears witness to the truth and tries to put all these pieces together within the chaos. So once I wrote Riot and then I had the witness, I was like, Riot, the witness. So it could be the riot that's inside the witness, the chaos that's inside the witness, like you're the witness to bear the truth, right? Or to gather the facts to put them together. So that's where it came from. It came from when I was in a jury on a capital murder case, and I was sequestered, and I had nothing to do but just mill, because I had no computer, I had no digital devices. So I have.
How much of that? You can't talk about too much of that, right?
No, because I don't want to be interviewed or.
Yeah, don't.
Because that came afterwards, and I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where the name came from. Everything with us has like some like deep stories.
Yeah, it goes back. It's pretty deep. A lot of it is really deep, and a lot of the content was created under a lot of pressure and a lot of pain, and a lot of, like you were talking about earlier, the suffering in the world or whatever we all go through. That whole roller coaster is good fuel. It's good fuel for writing, good fuel for making music, and we end up pulling from that. Luckily, things have chilled out and calmed down in a lot of our lives to where we're able to just kind of think about the past and pull from things that happened to us maybe in the past, or just knowing some stuff that from an experience. We don't have to continue to go through the experiences. Or I personally look at other people as well. A lot of rappers do this. You know, we look at other people going through stuff, or we have friends that go through more serious problems than we do, or and I at times will pull from that as well. So there's just a lot of good creative juices going whenever when we're working together. There's no it's not abrasive. Everything goes real smooth. We get in, get out, knock it out, and it's professional. And but it's also artistic, so there's no stifling um of us, and we're able to just let loose. And I feel comfortable around Slade enough through knowing him for years to write, and wear my heart on my sleeve and around, and it makes it real easy. So he's created this atmosphere where us artists can all come together and and feed off of each other's energy to make these projects. And my first time to do rock music, so it's been highly interesting for me to experience it and go through it and try to attempt to do it. It's been like a challenge. And even the crowds are different. The fans are different. the the interviewers are different. Everything's different. Hip hop's very aggressive and it's very competitive, and so it brings out the worst in people sometimes, and a lot of ego, and it's obnoxious and it gets annoying, and you got to deal with a lot of that. So it's refreshing for me to step into. And then I grew up on it too. I have cousins. I was going to Metallica concerts in 2003, years ago. So it's been a wild ride, but here we are. And we are here. We are here to keep making music and keep making noise. We're driven by we feed off of this feedback. So every time somebody hits us with an interview, or somebody wants to is curious about us, then we get pumped up. We like that. So
Thank you.
that's in a lot of ways, the fans and the people that are our friends that listen to this music are the fuel to continue. It's like, oh, it's you're getting something out of it. I'm gonna keep doing that. So
Sure. That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, have you guys ever been in somebody else's chat or watching somebody else's show and then getting blocked out? Like you can't figure out why you got blocked?
no, no, I'm not too good with technical stuff at all. I couldn't tell you. No.
Well, evidently YouTube is doing some pretty shady stuff. I know it's like no surprise, but um one of my one of my followers who commented just texted me and told me that she got blocked out
Hmm.
of the chat and she can't even find my channel. It's like I don't even exist on
Hmm.
YouTube. Bizarre. Bizarre. I don't block people. I don't do that unless I absolutely have to. And this is a kind person. I don't want to see this stuff happen to. But this is a good person. She was on show last week. And I can't figure out what's going on here with YouTube and
Hmm.
why people are getting blocked and why somebody can't find my channel. So
Oh yeah, I don't know.
you gotta be real careful. She's told me it's like my channel That's crazy. That's crazy. Um, I'm just gonna. I'm. I just gotta look into this. I mean, you guys are on YouTube too, and I'd like to know. I like to know what's going on.
Me, I say bring
Um,
on the censorship.
yeah,
If I'm getting censored, I'm doing something right.
you know. Well, there's my channel. It pops up.
I'll sit
I
outside the classroom for a while. I don't have a problem with that. I'll go
I
to
don't get
detention.
it. I don't get it. And Sandra, I apologize. I don't know what's going on. I sure didn't put you on timeout, so I'm sorry that happened to you. I like to know what's going on. Please don't hold it against me. I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry that happened to you. I go by her comment, and her her um let's see, her comment shows up. She's saying hi to Fruitcake Tony. Um, hey, um, I just want to ask real quick, Fruit, because I care about my people. I care about my followers. And Sandra and Fruitcake Tony have been with me since the very beginning. That's what's tripped me out. Um, hey, Tony, if you're still watching, can you do me a favor and put another comment on so I can test it out and see what's going on? Thanks, Tony. Boy, that's crazy, 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 crazy. A lot of bizarre stuff. Let's see what Tony just say. Will, you probably accidentally hit the block button and time out by mistake. You have to go and unblock her. Well, I'd like to do that. How do I do that? Um, how do I do you guys know how to unblock somebody?
Um, no, I don't know. I can't hear you, John. Mm-mm, no. You can hear us, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Yeah, do some sign.
Yeah. We definitely don't have the audios coming through. I think his mute thing's on though.
So is that a PRS gold top or
It's
is
a, it's a PRS single cut 10 top.
mm-hmm.
Like the back is thrashed from playing so much. It's all kinds of beat up.
No, that's all right though. It gives a guitar
Beat
character.
up, beat up at every corner. So this is my main guitar. This sounds amazing.
Yeah. What's that tuned to?
It's in drop C sharp.
Drop C sharp.
Yeah.
Drop C sharp.
Yeah, I think all of our songs are in drop C sharp except for Pilot is in C. But everything else is in C sharp. And then with the new 7-string, we'll be in uh, A, I think, or B flat. Maybe even B flat. It'll be something new.
I think there's like 4 chords that they use in all pop and rock hits. I was researching that this morning. Like that's interesting.
Or three and four chords, yeah.
Yeah, sticking to the script.
That's what works.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
yeah. We
Okay.
got you now. Now you're live.
I took those headphones out that I dropped in the beer out.
Oh, they're messing you up. You sound good now.
So the what are the gigs lined up, or where do you guys want to be gigging out? over the summer?
Well, in Houston, there's only a couple of places that have actually been open for a while. So we were actually playing those places again. There's one place we haven't played, but we have a show May 22nd. I think it's one of the guys from Mushroom Head is like the headliner. And then we have some really good local bands here that are professional. We have a Southern Star Brewery on June 12th.
Mm.
No. BFE Rock Club on June 12th with Dead Set Red. Some of our friends in Dead Set Red. It's also a really good band. And then Southern Star is in, what date is that?
May 12th or June 12th?
June 5th.
June 5th, yeah.
We'll post all the dates too. We're gonna, our social media, we're constantly updating everybody on when to come out. We're gonna give you guys ample time to come out and get tickets and stuff like that. But we got 3 shows coming up very soon.
Yeah, I gotta do promo for it. So May 22nd, June 5th, and June 12th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So BFE and Southern Star Brewery are the 2 venues for those dates.
For those 2 dates, yeah.
So
BFE Rock Club and Southern Star Brewery is out in Conroe Woodlands area, I believe. Or yeah.
how can everybody buy tickets?
That we'll have to update you on that as soon as we know how they're doing the tickets. Like these shows are kind of far out here, like maybe a month or so out. So there'll be plenty of time for us to announce that to everybody that wants to come out and get y'all tickets for sure.
Yeah, I think those are the tickets. When we post a link, they're all done through like Eventbrite.
All the ones allotted to me, I sell out in like 30 minutes, man.
Yeah, we have some tickets that the booking agents will give us. We'll sell them ourselves, and the rest is online. And we usually, the ones they give us, we usually sell pretty quick. So
yeah.
Now, what is the easiest way to spread the word for Riot the Witness so that everybody who is in the general area will be able to come out and see you guys?
really online, through our Facebook, which is the Riot the Witness 2020. We have Instagram, the website, riotthewitness.com. We have all of our music that's on Apple and Spotify and Pandora.
Trinity, it's everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, all the major platforms. The music's everywhere. You can either stream it or buy it. We currently have a 5-song EP out, and we were going to put 1 song out every month, but just got busy with stuff. I need to actually go in there and have it start putting the songs out. So that was our plan. So really, just get us online. You can text us. Then we also have all of our personal pages, so you can find us, on that as well, and just hit any of us up or hit the band up. And everybody's always on their devices, so everyone get back to anyone pretty quick. Yeah, we're very responsive and band with anyone that's interested in our music or just want to talk music or come see a show or anything like that. So we're pretty chill group of guys.
Yeah, it's open door policy.
So what would be the grandest stage that the collective unit, the band, Riot the Witness, has a vision of playing? What would that stage be?
We were talking about this last night on the group chat. I believe it was the roof of the White House, sir.
Yeah, the roof of the White House.
I believe that would be the roof of the White House, sir.
Roof of the White House, yeah.
Damn it, Trump.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thought you guys were gonna say like the Wacken festival in Germany or something.
Well, we'll take that too, but I mean, I don't know of any other band that's played the roof of the White House.
I've never heard of one.
Yeah, I could
We'll
always.
be, we'll be the first band to play on the roof of the White House for sure.
And we'll show up on a helicopter. So we touch down on the White House, get out, and then do.
Yeah,
We're here. We put the flag up. We're here.
we put a riot flag.
Yeah,
The
we're
riot
here.
flag right in the middle. Right in the middle of White House. I could actually
Like,
In all honesty, though, for me, I'd say Madison Square Garden. What about you? What about you, Slade and John? What do y'all think? What's
Oval
the
Office,
stage?
baby.
Oval
Oh.
Office.
Oval Office, baby.
I don't know. I
Okay.
like to get back to some of the bigger stages. You know, I was thinking steps. You know, back to like House of Blues and Verizon Theater and things like that. And then one place that I played was a pinnacle of one of my other band's careers was Whiskey a Go Go in L.A. Just because it was historic and to be able to stand
Is
on
that
the
on
stage.
Sunset?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's
you know,
dope.
just because it's so historic. You know, it's not just because all Guitar Heroes and all the people that have played there. It's a cool place to play, and the vibe down there is always cool. But you know, because we've actually only played 2 shows. We played New Year's Eve, and then we had a Scout Bar show, and both shows were great. So we're pretty much just trying to like maybe play a show a month. So just as the people call,
Yep.
keep writing music and practicing and having a good.
So tell me what well, I'll start with you first, Slade, if I may, please. Slade, who would you say are your biggest musical influences?
Guitar player wise, Eddie Van Halen, George Lynch, Kurt Hammett, Steve Ray Vaughan. Band wise, my favorite band besides old school Metallica would be Papa Roach. Everybody knows I love Papa Roach. If you're listening, Papa Roach, give me a call. Love to play with you. I'm very eclectic. I listen to everything from metal to alternative rock to pop. You know, I even love Justin Bieber. Even though y'all hate on me for that, but love Justin Bieber. So I'm pretty eclectic. But yeah, those guitar players. I mean, in my studio, I have
Bro, I gotta stop you there. I was watching the Beebs this morning. The Beebs can play the drums, bro. I had no idea of this.
You can play everything.
This is pretty gangster. But the drums were evidently the first instrument he learned. So it was pretty dope watching it. He gets down on those drums, man. That's great. It's wild. You should check it out. If you haven't, you probably know.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
No, and
The
Zach
Beebs
Wild,
can play the drums.
Randy Rhoads, Zach Wild. I forget about those 2 guys.
Definitely Zach Wild, yes. And Jakey Lee. Jakey Lee's one of my favorites.
Jakey Lee, yeah. Like some of those guys were like pivotal. You know, when I heard them when I was a kid. You know, Eruption, right, in 1984. Like, what the hell is this? You know, this is amazing. So some of that stuff is just what got me into playing guitar. When I heard these guys play, it was like, wow.
One of my favorite guitar players ever is Slade, though. Slade, bro. Slade is the best guitar player ever.
I agree.
Like,
I have to chime in here. I agree.
I'm sorry, bro, but you combine all these elevations of music into one, bro. You have your own style. I love it. I love it. Takes me to a different place, man, every time. I'm always waiting for that fucking bridge, baby.
Thank you, guys.
It's the shit, bro. It's an honor to
about-
play in your band. It's an honor to play in your band, Slade.
Thank you, homie.
Yeah.
So what about you, Matt? Who's some of your biggest influences?
Growing up, I had kind of an interesting upbringing. So I listened to rap and rock. And like my cousins were all into like Megadeth and Metallica and like so I grew up going to Dallas with my cousin like in the early 90s listening to Metallica when the Black Album came out and all that kind of stuff. And then my parents had me on the Beatles, and my parents were like the hippie age, so like Moody Blues, the Beatles, Crosby, Stills and Nash, all that. Some of those people I've seen in concert. And then uh, hip hop wise, a lot of like Talib Kweli, Black Star, Most Def. That's all like pretty much the same artist, but like Nas, um, DMX. Like not to fanboy out with the passing of DMX, but I for real grew up listening to DMX. Uh, and it's hard to believe, but I really didn't get influenced by Eminem. I know people are hearing the correlation maybe in our voice or whatever. There's been a lot of white rappers or whatever have to deal with that correlation. But I saw him at Warped Tour in 1999. Him and Ice T and some other people. So maybe subconsciously I was influenced. Maybe that just let me know that people that look like me could do the music, that could be part of the culture that it was accepting, and it's really dope, man. I've had a cool ride. I've been embraced. A lot of people, like I was talking, this is very aggressive. It's very confrontational type of music. It's almost like it's like the hockey of music. You can fight. It's that kind of thing, and that's why rappers have beef, and all that. That's a whole thing, it's embraced. Uh, and there's none of that in rock. So I was able to pull from the old influences and some of the new and just kind of hodgepodge it all together. And here I am.
Right on, man.
So,
I think
What's
the
really cool is we have 4 decades of music collaboration into one band, dude. That's what's really cool.
oh
yeah.
yeah,
We have some experience here. We got some age. We got some youth. We got some wisdom. Man, we
Yeah.
got it all.
that's cool,
Yeah. I
man.
started at 16. I'm lucky, man. I've been influenced by a few cats that are a couple years older than me and whatnot. And some of them were working in radio and working with people in radio and stuff like that. So I've been able to do some stuff with the hip hop that I've had a platform. I've been able to go do some shows and do some new things. And then with Slade, in the past we've been on stages and at Reliant Arena in front of big giant thousands and thousands of people crowds that are trying to bum rush the stage and
Mm.
put up in the van like a beetle. So,
Yeah, that's
I've got to experience some cool stuff with this guy, and it's been neat, man. I can't wait to do more. I can't wait to see where we go with it because we're a mix of music. We're a rock hip hop band per se, but we're not like. We also can do different types of music. We also like Slade knows how to make techno music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Slade knows how to make movie score music. He's well versed in the knowledge of how to make the music. So
Yeah.
if we're like, yo, I want to incorporate some like acoustic sounds in this, it's not far off for him to be like, all right, and so it leaves this blank canvas. It leaves this blank canvas, and it leaves all this paintbrushes, and we can just kind of do whatever we want. So it's fun, and it leaves us all kind of excited to get together again. Like every Sunday we meet, every Sunday we practice. You were asking about what our routine is. Every Sunday, religiously, we practice. When COVID kicked off and everybody's paranoid in a bubble, I was I'm germaphobe, so I stayed home. I was practicing on the screen with them. So we find a way every Sunday to practice and get together and have that camaraderie. So that's really important to us, and it shines through in the music because it's easy. It's easy.
Well, see, that's the thing. It is that everybody has such a passion and has such a strong sense of that rhythm and that beat that it does shine in the music. And I picked up on it the very first time I ever heard any tracks. I picked up on it. I thought to myself, yeah,
Well, thank you.
this is the real deal.
oh, thanks,
This
man.
is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. I mean, like Slade, having those guitar players being my personal influence and stuff. And I even when I went back to before that, to sitting in the kitchen with my mom in the middle of the night, listening to Les Paul and Mary Ford on the radio. You know, I knew, I just knew that there was, that something was going to happen, and that's what I was reminded of with that story. Thank you, thank you. So just so how come Matt's muted? I didn't. Oh, there you go.
No, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I'm here too, brother.
Cool, cool. No, Johnny, now you're muted again.
I think he's doing that to cut down on the background noise.
Yeah,
That's what I was doing as well.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. So we've talked about the music. What what would be, if there would be any companies and any brands that Right the Witness wants to work with and wants to endorse, who would those companies brands be?
Like instruments
Yeah,
or
instruments.
well, I'm very big on to work with the people that we play their instruments, because we've selected their instruments already. Like PRS, it's one of my favorite guitars, just because I don't know what they do to the guitars, they just sound amazing. I'm pretty impressed with this 7-string that I got, but my EVH that I play on my 5150, Marshall, of course, play a Marshall. It just happens to be my Transformer Blue, so it's down. But because I'm a very simple guitar player, like I'm pretty much straight tone, plug it in, guitar.
Mm.
I don't play with all kind of extra distortion pedals. I have a delay, a tuner, a noise gate, and that's it. I mean, I'm just clean and distortion. I'm not a very fancy. I like just the straight tone in the guitar, so and the amp. So um, any of those would be incredible though to work with or have some kind of endorsement by or anything. Because I've been playing PRS for years. Actually had to put it on layaway to afford it. I went to the guitar shop and it was on sale. I'm like, can you accept layaway? And anytime I've played other guitars, even like the Skeleton guitar back there, which sounds really good, it just doesn't sound like the PRS.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my Eddie Van Halen guitar, actually, I recorded a lot with that one. I think sounds amazing too, which I'll show you real quick. And it's the old Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, but Frankie, yeah, that's it.
Frankie, yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's the one right there.
Yeah.
That's a guitar
And
that
it,
originally was the black and white striped one on the cover of Van Halen 1.
right, yeah.
And then Edward changed it out. And yeah, took a router in between
Got
pickups.
the quarter in there.
Yeah, you got the quarter. Do you have the reflector strips?
No, they didn't have it on there, but when I bought it from a guy that makes replicas.
Yeah,
But it sounds great. It plays great, and I've actually recorded a lot with it too. It plays really
that's
good.
cool,
So.
man. Well, thank you, Slade.
Yeah.
What about what about you, Matt? If there was any companies, any mic companies, any brands that you want to work with?
I like, if you're talking gear wise, I like Mackie for speakers. I like Rode microphones. Shure mics are good. I think that what we use a Shure. Yeah, I mean, I've worked in a lot of different studios, so I've messed with a lot of, like, Blue microphones are cool. I mean, they all have different sounds. Neumann's are neat.
Mm.
I played with some of those before. I mean, just I really am not looking for that. You know, I'm not too big on that as an individual. Um, I like creating products, or you know, I kind of am the product.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
endorse too much of other people's stuff. I'm a human being, so I'm in this world, so I use products. I use a product, but
I
you
will give
know,
a shout out to Stephen Slate and all Slate Digital Tools because those products are amazing. I got to meet him at NAM, not this past year because they didn't have it COVID, but the year before went to Anaheim. And his
I
product that he has, you know, I remember when he first came out with this stuff, and this stuff is just changed. It's just a game changer. I need to get his VXF VSX headphones, his mixing suite, new virtual mixing suite that he has. But otherwise, I have all this stuff, and it's just all his compressors and EQs and just everything it comes out with is just amazing. And you know, we use that exclusively on the record. Every song we do, we use the stuff, and you know, I'll give him a shout out, even though not an endorsement or anything. Just this stuff's amazing. If you're recording and you have his plugin suite, then you need to get it because it changes everything. It can really make your sound, you know, really polished, and it changes everything. So
So you're talking about the 2020 NAM show, right?
yeah, I was there. It was amazing. It was so cool. It was like there was so much to see. It was crazy.
I had a back door into the place, and I was gonna go work at Rock and Roll Relics, the Rock and Roll Relics exhibit,
Hmm.
and I couldn't make it. Something came up, and personal family, and I couldn't go. But and then when I found out NAB got canceled for this year, I was just like, okay,
Yeah, it was super cool. We were there with we were doing some. One of our clients was Hendrix Drums.
hmm
'Cause I have an animation company called GeForce Animation. They're one of our clients at the time, but they make incredible drums. I mean, their drums are just almost like pitch perfect. They're really great. So we're there, hanging out with them, and then of course we got to just do whatever we wanted to do. But I mean, there's some far out odd instruments. I mean, all kinds of stuff. You know, because then there's like all the like the Chinese type instruments down in the basement because there's another level and there's all kinds of just crazy the innovations in the instruments are just cool. Sometimes it maybe not be your style, but I appreciate the art of the guitars because
hmm
you know they're art to me. But just the innovations of how they're coming up with these different instruments, but they produce different sounds, you know. But it's just really really cool. Some cool stuff.
well,
I don't see that fruit cake. Let me show you.
the Lynch guitar on the wall behind you. Right
Yeah.
on, Tony.
So
Right
this
on. Oh, the
this is a this is a Hambry
not
these guitars.
Nightmare
But
on
look at the
Elm Street.
detail. It's carved, it's CNC, and then it's hand carved, and then hand painted.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, like, look, it's just like you can look
That
inside here.
three-dimensional, man.
It sounds really, really good too. I was playing it a lot for skeletons, but maybe I'll probably use it when we do a video. Get in there.
Oh yeah.
Look at all the detail is just camera's not even it does it justice. It's just awesome.
A Landshark March. Nice. Yeah, that is.
Got the Seymour Duncan TB12, and then it's got the reverse headstock. But if you check out Hambry guitars online, they make because you'll see a lot of these fakes that are out there, and they just look terrible. But like all the detail in it is just crazy. And if you could find one of these online for a decent price, you pick it up. It's
That is.
even way better than the original J Frogs, I think.
You know what's amazing? Look at the front, the top. That top looks like it's three-dimensional.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's powerful.
Isn't that cool?
That guitar has a powerful story to tell.
I'm going to bring back that for Hiding Skeletons. I'll bring back Mr. Lynch in honor of Lynch.
Yeah, Tony. Yes.
Hey, I'll show you something else that's cool. What? Check this out.
Cool. Cool, man.
All of our Motley Crue fans.
Oh, Theater of Pain, man. Look at that.
Kramer.
Look at that. Is that a Focus?
This is a Kramer American.
I was just about to say Focus or Beretta.
Yeah, all the paintwork is really, really good. I got like 22 guitars.
That is great, man.
Yeah.
I have not seen that one for quite a while. So.
Yeah, I had this one custom made because you can't find them like anywhere. So
look at the purple, the iridescent purple.
Yeah,
up
in the
on
back of it.
top.
You look at exactly how his guitar was. So
well, I can't wait to show you my guitars next week, man.
Sweet.
There's a company I'm going to tell you about. Landshark Mark says, "Wow, Fruitcake Tony, nice."
I got one more for you. Check this out. This was my signature guitar that I had fabricated. It's called a Rockstar Devil.
Oh, look at that!
So it's one piece, one neck through, and I had it made by a Luther in Florida, Blue Rocker Guitars. So we helped design this, and down here it's got a deep cut, so you can like really get like down in here. But so what I did was it has the PRS P7 pickups, has a kill switch right here, and instead of having up here, I had it moved up here, or I had it moved down here, and then just have basically a volume for each. So
that's awesome, man. So what is that? Is that a silk screen on top?
No, it's all hand painted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Blue yeah, those are dope. You go to Slade's house and it's like going to a fucking guitar museum. For reals. Full reals.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, inspiration comes in many ways. Inspiration comes in many ways, you know. It's could be the wolf picture behind me, it could be James Marshall Hendricks on the wall, it could be, you know, I look around, I look at this mixer that I just got, a Personas AR Studio 12. AR12. A Studio Live SL AR12 mixer. These things are freaking killer, man. And what kind of a mixer are you guys using?
I have the Avid Artist Series. I do everything on a computer, so I basically record most stuff in GarageBand, believe it or not. And the reason why I was in GarageBand is because when we're doing the hip hop and when we're doing pop, it just had so much more instruments available inside GarageBand, and all my Stephen Slade, all my Pro Tools, all my other stuff in the DAW, except for a couple of things, worked in GarageBand. So I just started using it. And then what I do is then when I'm done with my mix, I'll stem everything out. And then I'll bring that in Pro Tools and I'd do like my final mix, my final tweaks, and stuff like that. So I don't even really use the a physical mixer much at all, except in the final mix, really.
Well, the Fruitcake Tony says nice top. The so I'm sorry, Slade, what's the DAW you're using?
Oh, GarageBand.
Oh, so you're using GarageBand, and then You get the rough mixes in GarageBand?
Yeah, they're pretty much my final mixes, and then I'll stem them out. So I'll take, all the drum tracks. I'll stem everything out and then bring it into Pro Tools. So I have all my compression, all the stuff that's in GarageBand, all that's done, and then I'll do my final tweaks, add more EQing, or if I want to do some more editing, or if because the GarageBand doesn't have, you can't just go into the clips and move volumes up and down, and you can't just go into a clip and fade it in and out and stuff like that. So I'll do all that final work in Pro Tools. And then if I want to add anything else, plus then all that overhead of the computing is all gone, and I just have, and it sounds just like my final mix, and I can just finally tweak it. Or if I wanted to set it off to get someone else to mix it, to do a final mix or master, I can just have everything in that session and just send it off, and then they can do something with it. So that's kind of been my process. When I tell people GarageBand, they're kind of like, "Oh, GarageBand," but and all the Steven Slade stuff works. And
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. It works for us.
Yeah.
It's what you're hearing. So, if anything, hate on it.
All my drum I use here. I have a TD10 Roland digital kit, and then I'll use Get Good Drums, and then I also have Addictive Drummer 2, which I use sometimes, but I've been pretty much went to Get Good Drums. And then if I want to in the final mix, if I want to add another kick, I can just replace my kick with a sample of, I have samples of a Pantera kick, Nickelback kick, Weezer kick, and stuff that I've used in other records. And then I can blend a kick if I want to, or I can add another snare, I can replace something. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll blend, depending on the song, if I want a little more punchy, a little more, say clicky, but has that more clicky sound of like the metal kicks versus something else. I can kind of blend them, so it gives me a lot of. I just play around with a lot of sounds.
Yeah, we even get to make sounds sometimes. We make sounds with our mouth and make it sound like something else.
Cool, man.
You'd be surprised.
Cool.
Like, what is that? That's somebody making a noise. That's what that is. Like,
Yeah, if Lincoln wants to come in and he wants to add, like one of his cymbals or something, we'll just record his ride as a sample, and then we'll just bring it in and replace it. Or if he wants to play it live, we can. I mean, having your own studio gives you the ability to just play around with stuff, because so if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
yeah.
No idea is bad. So if one of the guys hears something in their head, say, "Hey, let's try this," we'll try it. And if it works, cool. If it doesn't, then we just.
I don't think any of us get married to the idea of any of the songs being done until they're done. Until they're like everybody's agreed, like that's finished. We don't need to add anything to it. And then we're like, all right, that's how it's supposed to go. Otherwise, it's open-ended. Like we can record something, think it's great. Another band member can be like, yo, I don't really like that. And we have to kind of just either roll with it, or, it forces us into these scenarios where we have to work together, and we're working together easily. It's just easy to be like, okay, because we trust each other. So as long as I trust Slade and Slade trusts me to do what I do, we all feel it's like a team. It's like a football team, wide receivers. There's, everybody's got a position, and everybody plays their position. And luckily I'm not Slade and I don't have to do all the work, That's all I'm saying.
It's easy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time. A lot of time and passion.
Yeah, it does become easy. What's up?
Right.
What's up?
What's up, Jay?
The Dreamer. What's going on, legendary man? How you doing? Jay? Hey, Jay, I still have that wireless unit I wanted to send you, dude. I just need to get to ship it up. It's sitting right here by me right now. Oh, hell yeah. Cool, man. Yeah. Thanks for being here, Jay. You were getting all sorts of love earlier, man.
Dude's been great. He's been great to us, since the start of this thing. Man. So
I can't do what I do without him. Jay gives me the the focus, the thing to look at, to always keep in the back of my mind, to make sure that he's happy with what I'm doing, and it keeps me focused and it keeps me dedicated. Jay Remy is a blessing, man.
Good deal, man.
He he's done miracles for my life, dude.
I think Slade just pulled a beer out of a speaker. Out of an
That's
amplifier.
cool, man.
Oh, okay. There you go.
It's the Marshall fridge, man. It's like a staple. If you have
Great
a
band, great
studio
music,
or
great
anything, you gotta have
people.
the Marshall fridge.
Yeah.
Right? The Witness is the future.
Hey, appreciate that, man. Thank you.
I
We're
agree with
working
that.
hard on some new stuff for you guys. It's coming at you very soon. That's a
Yeah,
cliche thing to say. Like,
that
it's
newest
coming at
one.
you very soon, but it is. It's coming at you very soon.
Yeah, Pilot, and then Making
They said,
Enemies.
"Cheers."
It's pretty banger.
Well, you know what, Jay? I have to really agree with you on that, because everything that I've learned about Riot the Witness today, and everything that I've learned about Riot the Witness um, coming up to today, they are the future. And you got a great eye, man. That's a good call. Good call.
Yeah, he bought in. He bought into our stock early, man, for sure.
Penny stocks
Yeah,
now.
he got penny.
Get it
Yeah,
on the
price will
bottom.
go up.
Marshall Fridge
Right.
Dub.
Be
Yeah,
GameStop before you know it.
I gotta get me one of those Slade. That's cool,
Oh
man.
yeah, man. As soon as it came out, I think they were like, "Oh yeah, Clark, for sure. You know, we'll come down and smoke."
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've known Clark for a
What's
long
up?
time. He's an awesome dude. Clark used to actually play with me, and when I was in Adrenaline, he played bass. And then after Mindset, we were starting another band, and he was playing guitar. And then he ended up moving away, and we were collabing really well. He's a really good guitar player. Props
Good
there,
deal.
Clark. Yeah. Then he
What's
moved
up,
to
Clark?
Colorado. Yeah, he's a cool dude.
We
So
appreciate
tell,
it.
so tell me, do you guys hearing the music or feel that you need a killer killer keyboard player?
Well, John, our bassist that was just here, he actually plays the keys as well. So we've been kind of dabbling in the idea,
Yeah,
but
I don't know yet because we only really have one song that had Pilot um, has a synth part, so we don't have enough songs. I think right now, you know what I mean. So if we had a bunch of songs, I could.
it's the fact that they're not they're not using those instruments,
Yeah, but
right?
I was talking to last night. Me and my wife were hanging out, and we were talking about like for Heavy Rain, for example, adding a cello. I would like to take our songs to do two things with them. I would like to take them and do like a symphony kind of thing, like Metallica's done. I'd do an acoustic thing, give them to a DJ that could mix them and do some dubstep,
Dubstep. Yeah.
DJ stuff. I would like to see what people could take our music and do something else with it or do different versions of it because I think that's also cool. It makes a song sound gives it a different vibe as well. Because I've been in bands where we would do acoustic shows, and one time we had a cello player come in and a fiddle player. He's playing the fiddle more like a violin, and it's like really super cool.
Well, this is why I ask. I happen to know a killer, killer keyboard player that loves you guys.
Is his name Jay?
That would be him. Yeah. And the stars line up and the tunes are out there. I strongly recommend Jay for the keyboard spot.
Yeah, that could be cool. We definitely have to talk some more about it. We've talked a little bit about it. I know he was going through the songs and learning some parts and things. So, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
for
always
sure.
open to opportunity for sure.
Just food for thought, you know, just something that I think you guys already know, and I just want to throw it out there because
Good deal.
I can hear it, I could see it. Um,
It could add another element to it, for sure. Instead of having another guitar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Circus of Dark, you guys got the formula. Happy to see it. Build your yellow rock. I'm heading out to eat and stop in and say hi. I would be so down to do keys. I'm doing a show with Rob Zombie.
Ah, sweet.
End of the year. Congratulations, Jay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Elevate,
Beautiful.
brother.
That's killer,
Keep
man.
on keep on elevating. That's a good deal.
Do it, Jay. Do it, man. That's wonderful. Congrats, dude. You
Have a good dinner,
deserve.
dude.
That is awesome. That is really awesome. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna probably want to talk to you about that later on down the road. Cool,
Cool.
but um, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, for anybody who catches this laid back, this laid back magical journey on the repeat on the rerun, you've been listening to Riot the Witness. I am your host, the Dreamer. I have a great bunch of people in the chat that I affectionately call my family of dreamers. You have all been wonderful today. And
Thank you.
I want to thank Riot the Witness. Let's see. His search said that. Thanks, brothers. I'll share this in the next news. Great interviews, guy. There you go.
Thanks,
Thank you,
man.
Jay. There you go.
Cool, man.
Hey,
Well, hopefully everybody will go check our music out, stream it on Spotify, or grab
yeah.
it on Apple Music or Amazon Music.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Riot the Witness, capitalize Riot the Witness. Check us out. We have a YouTube channel, riotthewitness.com. Actually, on riotthewitness.com, you can pull in all the videos and animations and stuff that are pulled from the YouTube channel. You can subscribe there, follow us on Instagram, all that stuff. We actually have skateboards. We have T-shirts. You can buy a shirt, order a shirt, build a skate deck.
More right gear on the way.
All right,
Cool,
right.
man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, everybody check out their merch. Support the band any way and every way that you can because Riot the Witness truly is the future. And I believe that 150%. And I believe that when the very first time that I ever saw Faith No More,
Mm-hmm.
I I knew that there would be many incarnations of this type of music. You guys are a breath of fresh air, and I am humbled and I am grateful that you would grace me and come on my show. And I value you guys. I value your music. I value your band. I value your friendship. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for
Cool,
coming
man.
on the show today, guys.
No
Thank you so much.
problem. Thank you. Thanks for having us on here.
I will and I apologize for and I, you know, I'm just going to be transparent about this. Because of all the hard work that I put into hours I put into making this thing, and I apologize to you guys for kind of drifting off a little bit, but it's just I care about my people, and I
No, that's okay.
care.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's all
I
good. Yeah, it's all
I
good.
I care about my fans. I care about my dreamers. I care about my followers um, greatly because I can't do this without them. Hey, hey.
Hey, we saw y'all were signing out, so we were gonna kick at the end.
Y'all wrapping it up or what?
What's up, fellas? They bring it hard.
How you doing, Lincoln?
Oh man, we got our butts whooped today, but it's fun.
How's everything going? What's up, guys?
Good, man.
What's up?
Magical adventure, Lincoln. But now that I have you, real quickly before I sign off, who would you say, Lincoln? Where'd you go? There you are. Lincoln, who are your influences on drums, man?
Musical influences.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd. Done deal. That's my musical
Good enough
influence.
for me.
He's simple.
Pink Floyd.
and Slade.
Thank you, brother.
You know, I'm still waiting to hear somebody say Bay City Rollers, man.
Heck yeah. Yeah, Pink Floyd. I always before I recorded any of the work I've done in the last 23 years of music, I got into Pink Floyd, and I try to isolate before I write or go in a studio or anything, and I isolate and listen to only Pink Floyd for at least a month out. It's been a thing of mine.
I don't blame you, man. I love Floyd too.
Yeah, love them. Jeremy's got me into I Prevail right now.
Are you boys destroying some hot pockets or what? What's up with the microwave accident? What's going
We're
down?
putting in the thing to destroy Hot Pockets.
Oh, you're putting a hot pocket destroyer.
Yeah, we're putting a Hot Pocket destroyer. This is what we do
Yeah.
outside of music is appliance installation.
Jeremy, shameless plug. Appliance company, shameless plug, sir.
What's up?
Shamelessly plug your appliance company.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh
Jeremy?
yeah, Nugent Appliance Technology.
Nugent, right? Exactly.
Look it up.
Cool, man. What does your appliance company specialize in?
I do all pro appliances, Thermador, all installation, and I'm actually expanding. So I'm bringing on MB services as well for any like interior work or anything like that.
My
Cabinets.
wife is leaving work.
I mean, literally anything you can think of.
Thanks, baby.
See you, Cindy.
We can do it.
Cool. That's cool, man. So you share vocal duties, right?
I do. I'm sorry. What?
You share vocal duties. You sing, right?
Oh yeah, with Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're Double Dragon.
Yeah.
We like to be referred to as Double Dragon.
Yes. That's right.
So Jeremy, sorry guys. Jeremy, who is your biggest influence vocal wise?
Honestly, I think Ed Sheeran would be my biggest influence. I mean, that dude, I've been following him for a long time. But it's just like his voice is like he's perfected the vocal range, and it's just always been made a huge impact in my my vocals.
Ed Sheeran. He was a YouTuber, wasn't he?
Yeah. Well, they found him in London, so he used to be homeless, and he was just a street performer, and this little redheaded street performer, and they found him in London on the streets. So a newscast actually found him, and then Jamie Foxx picked him up, and then had him move in to his house because he was so good, and then it was Jamie Foxx. And then he just blew up after that. So I don't know. Started from the bottom. Now he's there, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Start from the bottom and now he's up on top.
That's right.
Slade, can we come live in your house,
Like
bro?
fan.
That just gives me an idea.
Started at the bottom. Now back to Hey,
That
so
gives me a wonderful idea, Jeremy.
What's that?
I'm coming. I'm on the way.
Come on, baby.
Slade's our Jamie
Awesome.
Foxx, bro.
everybody moving in.
God damn it.
Well, guys, I thank you again. Guys, hang out. I'm just going to play a quick outro video, and I will be right back.
Hey, love you guys, man.
Yeah, dude.
Love you guys.
Hang out, man. I'll be back in a second. Thanks, guys. Riot the Witness. Support.